Alright, this is a quick demo of the advanced RFID game. I'm going to walk through how to set it up, all the different options there are, and here. Alright, so you go into your settings page. You're going to select the RFID advanced game. Click save. Over under the game tab, we have a few options here. The scan time, the only relevant one that you'll need to change here is the number of readers. So I got 4 for this demo, but you can do up to 9. Let's save. Okay, and then after that, we want to go to the learning screen. And I'm actually going to expand this out, make it a little easier to see. Okay, so when you place a tag over the reader, you should see it pop up in the live feed. So what you're going to want to do is set your sequence that you want to save. Make sure they're all reading the way you want. Click Add Sequence. And this row right here will show up. This is the first sequence, and it correlates to the first output. So when this pattern is matched, it's going to turn output 0 on. And you can see that when I added this sequence, it automatically saved the tags that were in that sequence, and you can go ahead and name those. I'm going to name these exponent, add and subtract, parentheses, and division multiplication. And what that is going to do is make it a little bit easier to see at a glance what these different tags are and what they represent. You can also name the readers. Three, 4, 5, 6. And then we have our outer, middle, and inner. So this is just an example of how you might set up the readers that you have. So this names the readers themselves, and then you can name the tags. And then after you've saved the sequence, you can also make changes to it using the drop-downs. In addition to the reader or the tags that you can select, we also have 3 options here. Ignore will just ignore the reader completely. Any will only trigger on that reader if there's a tag in place, and none will only trigger if there's no tag in place. Go ahead and add a few more sequences. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more. Now, because these are all the same sequence, they're all going to match. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and change these up so they're different. That. So I only have the 4 readers, so I'm only going to be changing these first 4. Okay, make that any. Just change it up, show you the different options. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and save my data. Now, because all the sequences have triggered, the outputs are all on. I'm going to reset the prop from the overview page. Let's see if I can bring that up. Yeah. From this page, you can see if tags are present or not, and also if this isn't relevant for this mode of the prop, but you can also see if the prop is solved and do a reset. I'm going to do a reset. Okay. just make sure there's a trigger again. Okay. All right, so I'm going to do the first sequence, which will be exponent, subtract, parentheses. Okay. And then it might be hard to see, but the first output turned on, as well as 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. This one here triggered before I put this one on because it matches that pattern too. Then we have add subtract, none, parentheses, none. Okay, that triggered that sequence. Next one's none, parentheses, exponent. Okay, trigger that sequence. Where are we at? Exponent. Subtract, multiplication, parentheses. Okay, trigger that one. We already triggered the next one, so it's just the last one that we have left. Addition, multiplication. And that's the pattern for that. Those two on, and then the tags on the last two. So that's all of them solved. At any given point, if you want to register more tags without having to clear the sequence out, you can introduce the tag that you want. So I'll do that here in this block. And then click Add Tags. Or reload, and then that'll show up down here as a new tag, so you can name it whatever you want. Okay, right now there is a limit of 6 sequences, and those correlate to output 0 through 5, so when this one's solved, it's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once you learn the sequences, there's no like table delete functionality. If you clear the data, it'll clear the whole table out. But given that you can change the tags and everything with the drop down, it should save you from having to start over if you mess up a sequence or something. All right, I'm going to walk through the firmware upgrade process. You're going to want to bring up Badass Manager and go to the System tab. You're going to check this box here. It says Update on Next Reset, and you're going to put in this IP address and this bin file name. You click Save. And once it refreshes, you hit Reset on the board. Then the LED should start to flash. Process takes a minute. Okay, when it's done, the LED will go out, and it'll reset. And after a few moments, it should come back up. The settings will still carry over. They won't get reset, but there is a change in the configuration between the version you had and this new version. So what I would do is go to System and click Reset All Settings. And then set up your game. And that's pretty much it.